All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Justin Houston in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking downfield for Dez. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 25.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Ready. We're waiting.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Here's Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and this belongs to the Vikings. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On second down, here's Barkley. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
To throw is Rosen. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready. Black 25.
Second down, Winston. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Easy, easy, easy. Follow. Ready to go. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Winston on 3rd and 2. The 20. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Let's convert. Hey. 150.
Now a handoff. Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle made there by Takk McKinley.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Ready. Black 22. Where's that up?
On second down, Johnson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you try to run...
Ready. Blue ready.
try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready. Flag 25 the hut. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready. Flag 22. 550, 550. Follow.
They'll run it with Hill. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jeremy Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now, Dion Lewis to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Rosen to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 3rd and long here for Rosen. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action here with Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And Elliott puts this one through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Well, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, and this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
No, check. Patriot!
They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Gone! Detroit! Hot!
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gone!
Now Rosen on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Let's go now. Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, triple C. Follow. Sonic. Where's that?
On 3rd down, Winston. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Green, triple C. Here we go, hey.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go now.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Here we go. Easy. Hey. Flags up.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
They stay on the ground on 1st for Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 550, 550. Where's that up? Where's that?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Let me go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Dawson's kick is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Rosen. And this one's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Chandler Jones In there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonny. Let me go.
Jameis to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They go to Johnson again. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Hot! Hot!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
Back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Rosen to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk